Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Mukam Karoti Vachalam, Pangum Langaite Girim, Yat Kripatam Hum Vande Shri Guru Dina Tarine. Hare Krishna. So, today we'll see verse 2.72, which is the last verse of this second chapter. Okay, so let us chant the shloka. एष ब्रह्मी स्थिति पार्थ
एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ
नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति
नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति
स्थितस् स्थित्वास्यम् अन्तकालेऽपि
स्थित्वास्यमन्तकालेऽपि
ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं पृच्छति
ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं रुच्छति।
एष ब्रह्मी स्थिति पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वास्याम् अन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं रुच्छति। Please chant the shloka.
एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनं प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वास्यम् अन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं रुच्छति।
Okay, so let us see translation and purport. That is the way of spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not bewildered. If one is thus situated, even at the hour of death, one can enter into kingdom of God. Purport. One can attain Krishna consciousness or divine life at once within a second, or one may attain such a state of life even after millions of births. It is only a matter of understanding and accepting the fact. Khatwanga Maharaj attained this state of life just a few minutes before his death by surrendering unto Krishna. Nirvana means ending the process of materialistic life. According to Buddhist philosophy, there is only void after completion of material life, but Bhagavad Gita teaches differently. Actual life begins after completion of this material life. For the gross materialist, it is sufficient to know that one has to end his materialistic way of life, but for a person who are spiritually advanced, there is another life after the materialistic life. Before ending this life, if one fortunately becomes Krishna conscious, he at once attains the stage of Brahma Nirvana. There is no difference between kingdom of God and the devotional service of the Lord, since both of them are on the absolute plane. To be engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord is to have attained the spiritual kingdom. In the material world, there are activities of sense gratification, whereas in the spiritual world, there are activities of Krishna consciousness. Attainment of Krishna consciousness, even during this life, is immediate attainment of Brahman. What minute, huh? And one who is situated in Krishna consciousness has certainly already entered into the kingdom of God. Brahman is just the opposite of matter. Therefore, Brahmi Sthiti means not on the platform of material activities. Devotional service of Lord is accepted in Bhagavad Gita as liberated stage. Sagunam Samti Taitam Brahma Bhuyaya Karpate. Therefore, Brahmi Sthiti is liberation from material bondage. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has summarized the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita as being content of whole text in Bhagavad Gita The subject matter of Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. In the second chapter, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga have already been discussed, and glimpse of Bhakti Yoga has also been given as the contents of complete text. Thus ends Bhaktivedanta Purport to the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of its content. So Krishna concludes this his discussion about Sthita Pragya and um, Vrajetakim, how this Sthita Prajna person moves in this world. So he's concluding that, and also it's the conclusion of the second chapter. So here, Brahmi Sthiti, this right, Asia. So this, what is this? Whatever Krishna has explained till now, right? So Sthita Pragya Sthiti is the Sthiti of Brahmi, means that is the spiritual situation from which a person is not bewildered. Nainam Prapya Vimuyati. Once you are in that stage, you are not bewildered. So what is that stage? Yesterday shloka we saw becoming free from desires, becoming free from any proprietorship, and becoming free from ego, and surrendering unto the Supreme Lord. So this is the stage, Esham Brahmi Sthiti. So this is the stage. If you are situated in this, then you are not bewildered. And what else? Stitwa asya antakalepi. So if you are situated at the end of your life in this situation, then Brahma Nirvanam Gacchati. So you can reach the spiritual kingdom of the God, one attains. So this is the like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, a complete summary of Bhagavad Gita. If what is the goal, where we have to go, and how to attain it. So here Antakalepi. So even at the end of death, right? At the end of the death, if you are situated in this state, you will attain to the Supreme Lord. So here the example is given of Khatwanga Maharaj. Right? So Khatwanga Maharaj, uh, his story comes in, pastime comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto and ninth canto. Right? So he went to, just in short I will tell, he went to, there are always the fights between demons and demigods, devtas and danav. So the devtas requested Khatwanga Maharaj to help them and become their leader. So he became the leader of devtas and he fought with danav, and ultimately they won the battle. So then devtas asked Khatwanga Maharaj, you ask any boon from us. So Khatwanga Maharaj already saw the higher planets where devtas are staying, and he saw that there is a lot of opulence of material life. And so when the devtas asked for the benediction, he asked because he knew that all over this higher planets and Earth, everywhere is in material enjoyment. So he asked them, "What is how much life I have in my hand? How much time is remaining for me to die?" Right? That was Khatwanga Maharaj's question. And then the devtas tell him, "You have very less time remaining. You will die at any moment from this time." So then Khatwanga Maharaj immediately asked them to send him back to Earth planet. So he came back to this earthly planet, and he just before leaving his body, he focused on the Supreme Lord in this state, giving up his proprietorship over the kingdom, his bravery, his victory over the Dano, his kingdom, everything, and he focused on Krishna. And so he reached, and he died. So he reached spiritual, he attained the spiritual liberation. Right. So in the Khatwanga Maharaj dynasty only, Lord Ramchandra takes birth. Right? So that's why this mention of Khatwanga Maharaj is here, that at the end. And also there is this Parikshit Maharaj is the best example, right? On Parikshit Maharaj, when he came to know that he's going to die in 7 days, he left everything and he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Srila Sukhdev Goswami, and then he left his body. So he spent all his time, last time, in uh, becoming this stage, Brahmi stage, right? So giving up everything, just focusing on Krishna. So Antakale, so but this Parikshit Maharaj, he was in the dynasty of Pandav. So and Khatavanga Maharaj was from Manus. So they were in highly higher consciousness, Rajarshis. But they can remember at the end. But for us, if we have to remember God at the end moment, we have to practice throughout our life. Because whatever we practice, whatever we do throughout the life, that is what we remember. So if we want to remember Lord's Krishna, then we have to serve him. And Srila Prabhupada also mentions here that if you give your life for serving Krishna, because once you die and you go attain Brahman, then another life starts where you are serving Krishna uh, in one of the rasa. You will serve Krishna. So that is also serving. And if you use this material body for serving Krishna also, then it's as good as you are attaining the spiritual state, because you are only working for Krishna and his seva or his preaching. So that stage is also not a stage of material activities. It's beyond this, because your consciousness goes beyond this when you focus on serving the God. So that stage is also as good as attaining um, spiritual kingdom, but that requires a lot of practice. We have to do a lot of self purification. So what is purification? Purifications means going away from the material things and going closer and closer to Krishna. So we have to increase our attachment to Krishna and bhakti to Krishna. And then slowly this detachment from material world happens. So this attachment to Krishna or detachment can happen in 1 second also. It depends how you accept the reality. And it's not always possible for everyone to do that. Otherwise, why the bhakti yoga is being taught by Krishna? Why Gyan yoga is there, karma yoga, everything is there to give gradual, progressive. Bhakti is a progressive path. So slowly our attachment to Krishna goes on increasing, and slowly our detachment also increases. So, but we have to keep trying continuously, then this attachment will increase. So we should not get discouraged that, oh, my attachment is not increasing. There will be faults, we will commit mistakes, and but we have to be determined to surrender to Krishna, and that determination that will help us to go beyond this attachment to the material things. So that is the stage which here Krishna is telling, right? Brahma Nirvanam Gacchati and uh, Brahmi Sthiti, Brahmi Sthiti. So this is the spiritual situation which Astita Pragya is established in. And Krishna is telling Arjuna that you are attached to not fighting for your bodily consciousness. You give that up and do your duty without any desire, without any proprietorship, without any ego, and surrendering everything. And then you will attain what? Brahma Nirvanam, the spiritual kingdom of the God. So this actually concludes the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It's the second biggest chapter after 18th, right? It's long, 72 verses. But it gives the overall summary of the Bhagavad Gita, what is going to come in Bhagavad Gita. So Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, Sankhya Yoga. So all these details will be, we'll see all these details in next chapters, like starting from Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga, then Sankhya Yoga. All this Krishna will tell Arjuna to not only tell Arjuna, but it's a teaching to all the generations who are going to come, not only generations of Pandava, but all the populations in general, so that they understand the real purpose of the life. So from tomorrow, we'll see the next chapter, which is, I think, Karma Yoga. So why Karma Yoga is important. So we'll see this from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So any comments, any points?
It's very difficult to take a decision. Sometimes we know that this decision is not easy, but we take some decisions against our desire sometimes, and later we realize that this is good decision for my spiritual life.
Mm,
So this is like really testing time whenever you have choice to take decisions to choose
mm.
what is best for your spiritual life. This is not easy to take decision on that basis.
Yeah, so it's a continuous process, right? We have to keep trying. We will make mistakes. We will take wrong decisions, but we have to keep going. We have to depend on Krishna for the correct decision at correct time. We cannot take correct decisions, but Krishna can help us to take correct decisions.
I remember that sentence like which is in the poison in the beginning. Some decisions is very hard in the beginning, but they turns into nectar at the end, and
Yeah.
which tastes like a nectar in the beginning that turn into poison at the end.
Mm. Yeah.
So
So
material life and spiritual life is always actually struggle. What to choose, how to choose.
no, the struggle is because you want to choose one. If you want to only choose spiritual life, then there is no struggle. So, but we know, but Krishna has never told Arjuna to give up the material life, give up his duty. Never he has told. So we have to do our duty in different consciousness. That is what Krishna is trying to tell. He's not telling to give up material
Mm.
life. So if you try to give up material life, that is a wrong interpretation of Bhagavad Gita. No need to give up anything.
Mm.
You have to do everything properly, more seriously, actually. So your prescribed duty has to be done more seriously. That is what
Mm.
Krishna is telling Arjuna. You fight more seriously, you fight. With all your heart, you fight. It's not so, that is more difficult. So that is the essence. That is, nothing has to be given up. So there is no choice as such. Okay, so from tomorrow we'll see the next chapter, which is Karma Yoga. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.